Design of patch antenna, which is a rectangular patch antenna, by using inset feeding method for gsm1800 operating frequency. And after that we will discuss 2D and 3D result. And first I will draw a ground plane. Now I will add some parameters so that I can add the sweep in the result, final result. For that purpose, I will use these parameters with following description. This is the position parameter, substrate of x divided by 2, substrate of y divided by 2 with negative sign, and z is 0. $164mm long y-axis. Press OK. Add this parameter and place. Press OK. This is we have substrate. Now I am going to design substrate on this ground plane. Similarly, ground plane, add these dimensions for substrate. Here is another height of substrate, which is I am choosing in this case 1.6. In coming design I will change it and we will check the effect of result changing. This is our substrate. Next is patch on top of substrate. Add the origin parameters for substrate. First is page dimension along x-axis, which is 66mm. Page dimension along y-axis, which is 56mm. Add this dimension for x-axis and y-axis and press OK. Something is wrong. In this case I did a mistake. I does not added a unit in y dimension of page. I can change this, but just going to design property from here, 56mm. Press OK and an active design. This is our page. Next is feed line. This is the origin position of this, starting position of this feed line. Add these parameters at position of this feed line Here is FW is feed width and ID is inset feed distance. Feed width is 4.852 mm. ID is inset feed distance, which is 16.935 mm. Feed width in x-axis and y-axis is feed length, which is 50.767 mm. This is we have a feed line. Now we will create here a gap for impedance matching. Take another rectangle. Add these parameters for position of this inset feed. .426 mm. Press OK. Add these parameters for x and y axis dimension. Here is feed width added with 2 times of inset feed gap. Yes, okay. Now you can see that this is a rectangle. I am going to subtract this feed gap from patch. Here is subtract, and second I am going to add with patch. This is our ground, this is our patch. Next is design of port, but this is currently we are working on XY plane. XZ plane. This is port dimension. Add the parameter for origin of port. Similarly for x-axis and y-axis dimension. Press OK. If you want to check the parameters values, you can see from here. Now assigning materials to different geometries. Here is port. In port we provide excitation as a LAM port. We have a ground. Ground has a boundary perfectly. Similarly, patch assign boundary as a perfectly. Now I am going to assign material to this port. I will add a new material for 2.2. Relative permittivity is 2.2 and tangent loss is 0.0009. Press OK. Material has been assigned. Now I am going to create a radiation box. First I will change axis into XY axis. This is we have position of this box. Design going to 400 millimeter Y dimension and 100 millimeter is height. Add these parameters to X, Y and Z axis. Press OK. This is our substrate. Substrate is completely inside this design. Now I am going to add analysis setup. Frequency sweep is 1.8 GHz. Add frequency sweep. Add these values for sweep 0.9 to 2.7 with step size of 0.01. Press OK. Now check validation. It is all completely fine. Material to substrate is assigned. Remaining is we will assign box as a radiation. Radiation to patch is assigned. Ground is assigned. Port has been assigned. And analysis has been added. Finally, I am going to analyze this. After analyzing, we will discuss the results.